Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Amber Liu and I will be talking about my firsts. It's a weird word, firsts. Like who decided first would be first and second would be second? What if second was first and first would... First performance debut stage, September 5th. Debut of K-pop girl group FX. I remember just being sleepy that day because we didn't sleep the night before because we were just practicing. I had hair like covering half of my face. The whole stage that I remember, it was just my bangs just hitting my eye. I just did it and then the moment was over and I was like, huh. I just started my career. First job, I worked at a school supply store as like a cashier, and this is where this is. Oh, you can find that on aisle 12. My favorite part was taking the label gun and just like $9.99 plus tax. And going like through the aisles. First celeb crush. Orlando Bloom. First impression of the members of FX. When I first met the girls, I did not know they were going to be my members. We just are all trainees together, and then until we get put into a group, we don't know we're a group. Crystal, she was, I guess, my first friend because she spoke English. Crystal would basically take me around everywhere, show me where to do this and do that. Always, she's still a princess. Luna is actually a lot more different than I actually initially thought. She was singing like power vocals. She did like popping and locking. No other girl trainee was doing that. So I was just like, oh, this girl's really like, she got her like shit together. She's a cute little fuzzball. Victoria, we didn't really have an impression of each other because I barely saw her. And she lived with me, but I barely saw her. She's a mom. First apartment. So I started living on my own when I became an adult. I don't know why I did not learn about my finances before. So kids, learn about your finances and about budgeting. It was weird. I don't like living alone. Too lonely. First embarrassing moment on stage. We were performing at a college event. I'm usually never in the middle. I don't like being in the middle, by the way, until this one part. That one part was the dance break. I am terrified of just being there. You had this like whole groove locking section and you're just like, wah, wah, ha, ha. And I remember being so nervous that I was center for that and I was doing that dance break. The first time we performed it, I did everything in double time. And the rest is history. First cell phone, Nokia, like the ones that never break. I remember my dad accidentally like throwing my phone somehow and it dented the wall, but my phone was fine. First show you ever binged. Anime. Naruto, Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist. First time realizing you were famous. My dad came to Korea one time and he pulls out a whole bunch of like my headshot prints. He's like, Amber, you need to sign all this for me because all my friends want these. And I'm like, okay. I guess that's when I kind of realized I was famous. First thing you do when you wake up, go back to sleep. First time seeing a meme of yourself. I was on an army show, and in the army, and especially in Korean culture, there's a very, very, very strict hierarchy. Obviously, you would not talk informally or disrespectful to your commanding officer. But me in my limited Korean, because there's different types of Korean. 반말, 존댓말, and like you have like different ways of being formal and informal. But I basically told my commanding officer, English equivalent, I guess, would be like Shakespearean English. I say, thou shalt forget. The Korean public thought it was really funny. Thank you guys for liking what I do and making my mistakes into something pretty cool. First musical inspiration. Number one is my mom. She sings like an angel. I actually like from The Lion King, Little Young Simba, gonna be your mighty king. Please beware. That's when I was like, I wanna be a singer. Thank you, young little Simba. First time learning Korean, not gonna sugarcoat it. You learn the bad words. You learn my vocabulary consisted of cuss words, food items, really, really vulgar things because my sister really likes to learn random things in Korean, like pajiposo. I think a lot of people who know a second language or are learning another language can empathize with, but yeah, cuss words and pajiposo. Pajipocha!